Hello, good evening, and welcome to Women in Red, part of the North Bank. And tonight, myself, Ange B, Gunnar Ritchie. Can I call you Gunnar Ritchie?
Yeah, you can call me Gunny Richie. I don't mind being called anything.
No, that's not. I can't call you Rich, but I won't say why. Just you're not Rich. You're Gunnar Ritchie, and the wonderful legend Andreas. Thank you so much.
Yeah, good evening, and thanks for having me in the show.
We're very much looking forward to your expertise. Very much so. And I'm going to crack on with this one. First of all, we're going to whiz through our new signings, and I'll do it all in chronological order. And I actually had to write the dates down, so it's been a bit of a whirlwind. The first one, 2nd of July, Chloe Kelly. Andreas, sum it up in a nutshell.
Yeah, I think we were all happy and delighted to hear that she's signing permanently, and yeah, she's back. We saw her since January, and she had a very big impact, I think, on the second part of the season and the Champions League, and we all could see how happy she was. And in several interviews, she said, yeah, working with Renee Slegers brought the smile back on her face, and yeah, as I said, she had a massive impact on our game, and yeah, we need a winger with pace, a winger who's able to bring in the crosses, and that's Chloe. So it's a win-win situation for both sides. I think Chloe is happy with the Arsenal, and we are happy to have her. So very good signing. I'm delighted that she did or brought pen to paper and signed for us permanently.
Absolutely. And Richie, what do you reckon to this?
Yeah, I mean, it had to be a no-brainer, really, wasn't it? She's made such an impact since the signing on loan in January. Uh, got us through, out us through that Champions League. Got us out us into in big moments, and she's been impeccable. Uh, and she always has a smile on her face, and you've seen for England as well. She's an impact player. She makes things happen, and that's something we need.
Very much so. For me, I'm going to be honest. Yeah, I thought she was great as a lioness. Didn't really pay too much attention to her, and I hadn't particularly noticed how she was getting lack of game time for City. But now that seems more and more obvious because of Viv and all that jazz, and she went way down the pecking order. And sorry, I will categorically state I did not like their manager. Next. And I think there was a few other players that couldn't get on with him either. As for the actual club, well, they're not quite united, are they? But I think there was a few things wrong there. And when we got that announcement that she aired publicly, and I was actually speaking to my Dutch friend about this, and I wasn't too sure at first because I am one of these do air your business, over the airways. But then when I saw it was like last minute dash to we were going to sign her, I actually felt happy about it. I couldn't initially tell you why, but I thought, yeah, I'm not displeased with this. And the rest is history. Probably just totally fallen in love with a fantastic impact player. Yeah, and also she did give a couple of things away. I.e., she had said even if they hadn't won the Champions League, she was still just so happy under Renee with the girls. Yeah, but put the smile back on her face. So yeah, for me it was
I
never in doubt.
What did you reckon of the welcome video? I quite enjoyed that.
Do you know what? It was good. It was simple. It thankfully, I think for most people, it didn't come as a surprise. It was just very welcome. Yeah, it was just right. Yeah, yeah. Didn't have to be glitzy because we know her, and we all expected her to stay. And I can't think of anybody who would have said, "Oh God, we're not going to keep her." As far as I'm concerned, and everybody that I remotely know was just like, "Yeah, we've got to keep her."
Yeah,
Absolutely. And yeah, she's living her best life again in the Euros now. So, oh, hello, Des. Thank you. Thank you
Hey,
for.
Des.
So, and we'll come back to the Euros. And sorry, Mark, I know you're Scottish, but we do have to talk about the Euros, and it is England. Sorry, but we'll do that at the end because we've got X amount of Arsenal players in there. Right, coming on to, I'll move swiftly on to the second signing, which was the 7th of July. Oh, and also I hasten to add Chloe Kelly, of course, on a free. And our second lovely lady who rejoins us, also on a free, Taylor Hines. Richie, what did you think of the signing of Taylor?
I mean, there wasn't much links, but so it sort of just was there in a couple of days, and then it got done. She's direct. She's good. She's strong. Long passes are maybe a weakness, but she's a decent addition to our defensive ranks, and she can play that sort of midfield role as well. So she's versatile, which will really going to help. So, and we need these bodies if we're going to push Chelsea all the way this season and nick that crown.
I'm sorry, yes, Taylors are absolutely amazing. You're spot on there, Mark. Thank you for that. I think he's got a bit of a soft spot for her as well. Judging by what I saw. I might hasten to add, Andreas, you might not want to go into the Arsenal banter. You're more than welcome, but I don't know if it's for you. Just saying, you might want to stick in the ladies' red. We'll talk about that later. But anyway, I digress. Andreas, you are very informed with Arsenal women and female players and generally the WSL. Taylor Hines in a nutshell.
Yeah, I must confess that I didn't know too much about Taylor Hines.
Okay.
But when the first rumors appeared that we are interested in signing her, then I tried to inform myself a bit. And she was the team captain of Liverpool, and a player who had a massive influence on the development on Liverpool. I mean, they were promoted 2 seasons ago, and this last season and this season you could see a development. And we had this terrible experience in was it February or so, the FA Cup game at Meadow Park when we lost to Liverpool. And Taylor Hines is a leader for Liverpool, and I read that she can play left back and right back, and if needed, she can play in defensive midfield or a centre back. We need more squad depth, because we are playing not only WSL and Champions League. We have the FA Cup, the League Cup, and this international Final Four in January, to which we are qualified. So it's 5 competitions, and we were lucky that Emily Fox didn't catch a longer injury. If this happens, who can be our backup? We can play Katie McCabe there, but then is it Jenna Niswonger as backup for Katie? So now with Taylor Hines, we have a lot of more options, and I hope that she will get minutes. I think she developed very good in Liverpool, and she can be important for us. And let's see. But as I said, we need squad depth, and now on the positions right back, left back, we have our backup again. And I was delighted to see her signing for us, and of course for free. What do you want more? Such a good player signing for free. Well done, Arsenal.
Yep, I'll agree. I didn't know too much about her. I think another factor as well, and I personally really liked him, but Matt Beard, wasn't it? I really liked their manager, and he'd done so much with them, and I suspect the girls got on with him as well. And of course, they got rid of him. So maybe, and as I understand it, they still haven't got a coach, have they, as such? And no. So that could have been another factor. Come back to the lure of the Arsenal, very versatile player, and also experience, good leadership experience. So, yeah, she ticks all the boxes. Now this is going to be Andreas's speciality, and I really want you to announce her name, of course. And this was Tuesday the 15th, and once again, a very good free. Would you like to introduce her, Andreas?
Yeah, you mean the goalkeeper we signed?
Yes,
Yeah,
yes.
Anneke Borbe from Wolfsburg. She's a German goalkeeper, and she first played for Werder Bremen and was there the number one goalkeeper, had a very, very good season there. Everybody said she's one of the biggest goalkeeper talents in Germany. And then she signed for Wolfsburg. And yeah, to be honest, nobody understood this because in Wolfsburg, Merle Froms, former number one from the German national team, was the number one goalkeeper. And as expected, Anneke Borbe was only her backup. She couldn't play in the first season, but then she worked her way through the squad and in goal. And since January, she was the number one. January 2025, she was the number one goalkeeper for Wolfsburg. Made all their games. Was number one in the German Bundesliga, in their Champions League games, in their German Cup games, and yeah, the Wolfsburg manager, Tommy Strode, explained in January that Borbe fits better to his to his concept or style he wants to play because she's better with her feet and she's a more modern goalkeeper, while Merle Froms is very good on the line. But not as good as Borbe with her feet. That was the explanation from Wolfsburg's manager. Yeah, everybody knows I don't like Wolfsburg, so I didn't follow their games. I only know what I read or heard about her. But yeah, coming through from the backup to be number one and benching former German national team's number one. Yeah, she must be good. And yeah, what I saw from her 2 years ago at Werder Bremen, she was really good and talented. And I think we needed a new number two goalkeeper. And yeah, maybe she can challenge Daphne or at least get some minutes in the cup games. But I think we upgraded on the number two goalkeeper position. Yeah, you know what I mean.
Yeah. No, I'm going to call it out. But Richie, have your say first, my dear.
Yeah, I mean, from what I've read, she's highly respected and talented. What we saw in some of the Champions League games when Zinsberger was in, that she cost us goals. She's been a highly decent servant for us, but over the last couple of seasons, a few crosses and some of the shot goals she's let in is questionable. So I'm glad that we've got decent competition, and she may be a number two, but we saw last season that Slegers was heavily rotating between the two keepers, especially with Donzela being injured on a frequent basis, having niggles. So I'm looking forward to seeing her play for us.
Yeah, I mean, the first thing I'm going to call out, and I actually follow Manu on Instagram because I love all that stuff. Next, I think she's a wonderful human being. Yeah, her form's not so good now. Sorry, she doesn't deserve to be number two. And obviously, predominantly from Andreas, reading up about Anneke. And also, I'm very heighty, so I'm not a tall person myself, but I'm not in goal, am I? I like my goalkeepers to be tall. And she looks the part. She's got a presence about her. I think, okay. And the short interview that I saw, I thought, yeah, you've got an air about you, a certain confidence, and I like that. Once again, goalkeepers, and I'm not opposed to a German goalkeeper. Next, yeah, I think, and you're just going back to what you said, Richie. Particularly with Daff, she is a bit injury prone. I mean, she'll get her chances anyway, but yeah, that could be the other thing. And to have, I really want to see her in goal, basically. Really want to see her in goal. And that's no disrespect to Daff, because I was very happy when we got Daff. But, and like you say, there's other cup games. Oh, that's an interesting one. Why is, what's her, sorry, Annika. Yeah. Why is she not in the Euros?
Yeah, the simple answer is because Germany has a lot of very good goalkeepers. And you saw Ann-Kathrin Berger, which you all know from Chelsea times. She was one of the best in the Euros, in the tournament. And then there is Stina Johannes from Frankfurt. She's in the squad. And the very young Ena Mamutovic from Bayern Munich, 20 years young. A lot of people say she was in last season the best goalkeeper in Germany. There's also Maria Luisa Gross, also at Bayern Munich, and yeah, a lot of very good, talented young goalkeepers. So difficult for Anneke Borbe, and as I said, she was only playing regularly since January this year. So yeah, difficult to break through to the national team, but let's see. And yeah, I heard her first interview when she signed. She knows about the competition, and I think she knows that Daphne van Domsela is number one at Arsenal, but Anneke Borbe is, as far as I know, 24 years young, so her peak years are yet to come. And yeah, with good competition on the training pitch, and she will improve. And let's see if she gets her chance. And yeah, nobody of us wants to say negative things about Manu Zinsberger. We all respect her and love her as a person. Her passion, her dedication to the club, everything she brought to us. But her performance in the last season was not as it is needed to win trophies or to be on top in every competition. She was in last season. She was a good average goalkeeper, but as I said very often, average is not enough for us, and therefore this upgrade on the goalkeeper position was necessary in my opinion.
And also, did I mention that we got her on a free as well? So have a good bit of business. And yeah, a certain person in the chat, Richard likes his mates to be small.
That's so I can take the mickey out of them. I like my midget gems.
Oh no, isn't that that player your male likes midgets, doesn't he? Oh yeah. And apparently they were all very happy about it because what was it, his 21st birthday party? Yeah, and they got paid now, and he likes big busted women as well. But next, what it is to be a young footballer? Oh my goodness me! Anyway, enough about the men, and he's not our player. Next, right? Okay, who are we on to? Oh, right. Ooh, the big one. To be honest, I didn't know a damn thing about her. Thursday the 17th. And of course, actually, just before I go on to Olivia, what I really like about the women's is we get little snippets from our trusted sources, and then it all goes quiet, and then by magic they appear. Unlike the men's, where it's a goddamn saga, or it can be, and I'll come back to that later on. But yeah, suddenly, if by magic, Olivia Smith has appeared. The young Canadian, and I know I do all this stuff, that she's a Leo, so she's going to be 21 very soon. So she's very young and undisclosed fee. Yeah, well, we know it's 1 million and whatever. Yes, of course, from Liverpool, forward winger. From what I've read briefly, she's more likely to be, well, that's be the obvious, a winger. Richie, what do you know about her, if anything? And I don't mean that.
Yeah. Well, I mean, world record transfer fee for me, and she's a tricky winger. She likes taking on and beating her opponents. She's also very versatile. Can play as a 10, play as a centre forward, or play on the wing. So again, we're adding adaptability. Her conversion rate isn't very good, which is probably very ironic. Well, one thing we probably need is to be a bit more clinical in front of goal, and we bring somebody who isn't, but she does create plenty of chances for others. So, and I will say, I loved her welcome video for Sam beat showing her but what she thinks of herself as where her specialities lie in taking on people. The media team are doing some decent welcome videos now.
Well, I was quite impressed the way she was with Win the dog. That speaks volumes to me. If you like Win, that's good enough for me. Andreas, take it away, my love.
Yeah. We know record fee, and a lot of people said, how can you pay £1 million for a 20-year young player who might be not a regular starter for your team? Yes, okay, I accept this, but the market is developing, and I would say if we wait half a year, 1 year, and Olivia Smith had another great season at Liverpool, then Chelsea would throw 1.5 million, £2 million on her in January, and you can't compete with Chelsea or others who throw the money on them. So we did this, and it's a deal for the future. She's 20 years young, 21 soon, but she can't be ready. She's still developing, of course. But the good thing is she came from Canada. She's Canadian international, and she has played one season in the WSL, and she has proved that she can adapt to the WSL, to everything, the system that's played there. And she has a lot of pace. We need this. We need a young, pacey winger, and that's Olivia Smith. She scored goals for Liverpool, and she assisted a lot. And that's what I'm hoping for, that she can assist and bring crosses from one side, what Chloe Kelly does from the other side. And maybe this will help Leslie Russo to stay more in the box and score more goals from there. And and the other thing is, in February, end of February, the Asian Cup, we will lose our Australian players. So Caitlin Ford will be away for 3-4 weeks. And then let's have one injury in our attacking line. And then we would say, oh, where is the winger that we can bring? And now we have more depth on the wings. And Olivia, as I said, she's nearly 21, but she's still in her development. She will get better and better, and playing in a top team, training with top players. This will improve her too. And I'm very optimistic that in 3 or 4 years we will say Olivia Smith is one of the best players in the WSL, and then she's a gunner.
Oh, question for Andreas. How long do you think it will take for Olivia to settle? And next, when do you expect her to break through? Well, I think Andreas has pretty much sort of answered that, but
I don't think she will be a starter from match day 1 on, but she will get minutes. And as I said, she has already proved that she can adapt to the WSL, to everything. Of course, she needs her time to settle in this team. to come along with Renee and her ideas. But I think, give her half a season, but then she will be a regular starter. And what was the other part of the question?
When did you expect her to come through?
Yeah, I think she will need half a season, but I think in the second part of the season she will be a regular starter for us. I'm very optimistic, and once again I remember the FA Cup game at Meadow Park. She was all over there, and Katie McCabe had more than problems to stop her. And I think from this day on, everybody said Olivia Smith would be a very good signing for us. Yeah.
Yeah, it was a good audition for, and I'm with you. Her on one side, Kelly on the other. That's going to scare the hell out of people, and hopefully it'll bring more goals and more threat to the team.
I think, just personally, I think I go along totally what you're saying. She's kind of obviously got to be for now because X amount of money. But then let's be blunt here. If we hadn't gone in for her now, Chelsea they just throw money away. So sorry, I'd rather get her than Chelsea. Fact, because everybody knows how much I detest Chelsea. Next, sorry, and if you're a Chelsea person, you shouldn't even be on it. Next, go. Shouldn't say that, but I don't care. Also, another big factor, we got an aging squad.
Yeah, Brett helps bring average age down, doesn't it?
Yeah. Well, I said certain players, and they're still fantastic players. Even the likes of having Captain Kimmy, for goodness sake. I love that woman. While her little wee legs can run and kick a ball. I think this probably will be her last season, to be fair. But she brings so much, and that's very good for younger players again, isn't it? I mean, she's been there forever now. It's what she can bring.
Yeah.
What do you always say next? Who, me? Because it is next. I don't know. Anyway, that was a bit random. Anyway, thank you all for that. And actually, that was something else I was going to say. Do you think we'll see any more signings?
Maybe.
According to Tim Stillman, we are still working on one more signing, but I have no idea who could that be or for which position. Maybe holding midfielder, so-called number 6, what Wally is playing. We all know about her knee problems, and she won't be able to play every game in the season. And then, this could be a position to strengthen. Or Renee wants a left-footed centre back. At the moment, Steph Catley is playing there, or is the regular partner of Leah Williamson, but maybe the club is looking for a left-footed centre back. They are
to give a bit more balance,
not too many on the market, so I have no idea who this could be, and maybe one more signing, or we'll defer it to the January window. Let's see.
Well, I think we can say, certainly from the women's point of view, they've got their business done swiftly. It looks good business. We can already see through social media, i.e. X, that they're back in training for the girls who are obviously not on international duty.
Yeah, but it was good to see them back on the pitch getting fit. So.
Yeah.
No, very good. Actually, and I don't know, Richard, if you want to talk about when I say young guns, because I can't keep up with the young men that are coming through and sign their first contracts. I can only go by, excuse me, the young girls that have come through. and Jessie Gale, who is a striker. Has anybody heard of her?
She had a good sort of season on these hybrid things where they go to other teams on loan. So they appear for other teams. So, don't they? 7 goals and assists in that period. She impressed, which has earned her a contract. Hopefully, we'll see her in some cup games. She'll get a bit more experience. But she is, again, she's only 18. She'll be one for the future, and to be one of our endless supply line of talent.
And she did. I did a quick bit of research, and obviously, she was very pleased to have won the FIFA Youth Cup in May. So yeah, she got a taste of silverware. Because something I noticed was that she'd only joined in January, but you're saying if it was like one of these dual.
Yes, it was a dual registration thing, but.
Registration.
Yeah, I'm not. It's not something where because I do a lot of amends as well. It's not a thing where we see much in the men's game. So it's an interesting concept, and I think actually for academy players looking to get experience, it's a really good way of getting them first team experience and getting them ready for our own first team.
Yeah, Andreas, did you have anything to say on that?
No, I agree. I think we are doing a very good job in our academies, and the academy teams are winning their cups. So it's good to sign the best of them, to give them their first professional contract and send them on loan, and then you can see how they develop. And if we get 1 or 2 out of 7, 8 players we sign and send on loan, then it's very good. And yeah, there are 2 names from our academy who can have a breakthrough in the first team. It's Katie Reed and Michelle Adjimang. We see Michelle at the Euros at the moment. So yeah, it's all our academy work, and a lot of our academy players are in other WSL teams or in championship teams. Now it's called WSL2 teams. Yeah, it's good, and I think it's a way we have to go for the next seasons. Chelsea does this for many years. They sign 40 players on a professional contract and send 10, 12 players on loan, and then they have 1 Aggie Beaver-Jones coming through, and then it's worth it. Yeah, and if we have 1 Michelle Adjimang or 1 Katie Reed, and in a few years another one, then very good.
Excellent. And also Cecily Wellesley-Smith, a defender. Yeah. And that was short and brief.
Yes, she supposed to be highly promising, very good with ball at her feet, and an ability to bring a ball out with her feet. But that's from people that watch the girls' academy stuff. But other than that, I don't know really anything about her other than what I've been told.
Yeah, that's fair enough. And of course, there are some people who can actually go because they're up at Hertfordshire Uni, Hatfield campus. That's where they play their games, isn't it? And yeah. So if you're up in that neck of the woods, that's a great way to see the girls because, excuse me, unlike the young guns, the young males, where they will show it on the under 21s on the app on occasion, we don't get to see that with the young women, do we? No, which is a shame, actually. Sorry, Richie, was there anything you wanted to say about the young guys? Because I've just seen loads.
Yeah, you got Louis Copley, He's a midfielder. He's on tour. Very highly rated. We know Max Dowman. And if you saw the game, he didn't look out of place in the men's team. I think it's Ranson as well. There's been loads, but the ones that probably stick out, you're looking at Washington, Marcel Washington. Dad was Chelsea player. Decent player. Marley Salmon also showed what he's capable in the men's team. I'm going to butcher the name. Obey, one of the is a forward winger and looks is said to be promising. But it's nice to see that we're getting all these players on their first professional contract, and that we seem to start now seeing a few of them coming into the first team and affecting the first team. So hopefully our academy gets to the point like Chelsea's and Man City's, where they're either breaking into the first team or they're being sold and and having decent careers for other teams, and that enabling us to buy better players. But we need to be as good as Chelsea and City and the Liverpools in that area. We haven't been.
No, fair comment. And I'd just say thank you so much, Mark. This one's a little bit of a pilot, but we'll be going on into the new season as and when it arrives. Thank you for that. Really appreciate that. And sorry, who is a complete unknown here? Did you get your season ticket yet? Well, I don't actually get season tickets, but Andreas, you're all clear. Yeah, you've got yours.
Yeah, of course. I renewed my season ticket, and as always, I'll be there for all the games. And as soon as I know when our home games are, I can start planning my flights and accommodation, etc. But last season I saw 10 out of 11 WSL games at home, and all the Champions League home games. Looking forward to it, and of course with the season ticket, all the league games at the Emirates. That's just fantastic. We are leading the way for all the other teams, and let's see how it develops. Chelsea is doing 4 games at Stamford Bridge. Everton is playing at Goodison Park, and I think the Euros will give another boost to women's football in England, and I'm pretty sure that the attendances will rise, and also TV figures will rise, and I'm happy to be a part of all this, and looking forward to be at the Emirates for all home games. It's my team, and I want to do my utmost to support my team.
Which you more than do, Andreas. I mean, just to get on the plane alone, then obviously it costs you X amount of money, doesn't it?
You have to plan very early, and my German team is by Munich, and it's also 200 kilometers away, so I have to take the train to Munich, and the train to Munich is nearly the same price as the flight to London when I can book, if I can book 3 or 4 months earlier. So it's all about organization and planning very early, and then it's possible. But you can't compare sitting at home watching a game on TV than being in the stadium. That's
brilliant being in the stadium.
No, well, that goes without saying. Sorry, I'm just going to bring back, and am I saying this right? This name rings a bell with me, but sorry if I don't know who you are. 170 Gunner? Asking tomorrow is fixture release, and where do you sit? So, Andreas, where do you sit? Do you want to give that away?
Block 62.
Yeah, I'm all over the place. It'll depend. We'll be up in the hospitality club level. We'll sometimes sit in the diamond club. It depends what me and the daughter can afford on any given match. But we get down as often as my disability allows, and work commitments around fixtures.
And most I've done is club. Now, of course, I haven't got my partner in crime at the moment because he won't be able to get to the Arsenal. So she'll be on my lonesome, but she'll certainly definitely want to get to some games because you can't beat them. End of. I love the Emirates. Oh, and Mark's asking Andreas why. That's a really good question. Why the Arsenal, Andreas?
I said it very often. You can't choose your team. In football, it's the team chooses you. Sometimes it happens, and I remember when I was a very young guy, I loved to see small snippets on German TV from the English. It was called First Division in these old times, and you could only see a few minutes from the best teams, and Arsenal was one of the best teams, and so I fell in love with Arsenal. My whole family is always very close to England or to the United Kingdom. My cousin is living there for 35 years in Yorkshire. I visited her this year. So we always had a relationship to England, and therefore the Arsenal choose me. It's my team. And in 2017 or 18, I started watching the women's team, and I fell in love with the women's team. So that's it. You can't do anything against it. It happened.
Yeah, I can vouch for that because I grew up with my lovely North Devonshire dad who really enjoyed football, but because he was lived most of his life up in London, didn't know. I mean, my local club was Barnet, and I've still got a soft spot for them. But I technically didn't affiliate to a team as such, and it weren't until I hooked up with my daughter. Oh, other than I fell in love. Well, I had a bit of a crush on Superman, and I fell in love with the shirt. Oh, the round neck shirt, yeah, Superman, yeah, nice. And after that, obviously I knew certain players. I always felt, evening Emerson, good you to join us. Yeah, there was something always pretty charismatic about Arsenal as opposed to Spurs. And I'm going to be blunt, I went out, guys who supported Arsenal, went out, guys who supported Spurs, from where I live geographically. That's kind of how it went. Oh, maybe the odd hammer as well. But it was my daughter's dad. Basically, Arsenal finds you. I got indoctrinated. I come in at the end of George Graham, dapper George Graham, and then of course Arsene Wenger, and the rest is history. And there's been certain male players, and I really made a point, and you can't follow the women back in the day when I came to Arsenal, which would have been early 90s. But I really made a point where I could to follow Arsenal women, and actually I was more than spoilt because they were just doing everything. I got spoilt with them, and then time went on. You get a breakup. I kind of lost touch with Arsenal quite a lot. I was just one of those pathetic women who said, I support Arsenal, and that was it, really. I really lost touch. And and then I come back into it big time. And for me, especially now, and being able to go to have so much access for Arsenal. I mean, Arsenal women are now my priority. I support the men. If I could ever go to a men's match again, it'd be amazing, but can't see it next. And if somebody kind of gives me a ticket, that'd be lovely. Because there is a certain excitement about the men's game, can't lie. But for me, the women is the priority. Absolutely, like yourself, Andreas and Richie, love going. And also, for us, it's the friendships. I mean, me and Richie started off on air through a WhatsApp group. In the met up at the stadium. Same for me and you, Andreas, and along with Emma, who couldn't be with us tonight. And it's just lovely. And like you said when we were last at the Emirates, and
Yes,
Emerson, of course,
Ricky,
yeah, Ricky, and yeah, I love that, the friendships you make, and especially when you can meet up in real life. Really love
friends,
that.
family, community.
Yeah, without doubt, without doubt. And yeah, you're right. They just Arsenal find you. Maybe I wonder if Spurs people. No, that's just a birthright for Spurs. It's an unfortunate birthright, and we must feel sorry for them next. And we won't even go there with Man U. Do you know? Me and Steve used to go to a local pub in Hertfordshire, and they had a big screen there. And we actually saw a proper Mancunian, really nice chap. And well, he was slated off for Man U back then. But I thought, fair play to you. You are a Mancunian. That's your club. Total respect. And he was a very interesting man to listen to. And then you get these silly Southerners. Well, no, you won't see them anymore. And they put those United shirts on. And I think, why? Unless you maybe got a Northern dad, a Manchester dad or something. Why? I just don't get it. Because back in the day, Man U was the glory team. And that is a fact.
Yeah, I mean, for me, it was my uncle. I'd been to Liverpool. One uncle was a Liverpool supporter. One was an Everton supporter. I'd been to both of those. Didn't really gel. My uncle, on my dad's side, took me to. It was his '78 FA Cup semi-final against Leyton Orient at Stamford Bridge, and I fell in love. I felt like I belonged somewhere, and that's how I started supporting Arsenal, and I've been a supporter, and ever since. Got into the women's probably mid '90s, mid to late '90s, and started going in the 2000s because it was cheaper to go. It was cheaper to go, and I couldn't afford a men's season ticket any longer because children came along. So, and that's how I got into the women's side of the game.
Yeah, and for me, it's, as I said, it's different to watch the games on TV. Of course, I was watching Arsenal on TV, but I didn't know anybody or any supporters. And then, when I followed the Bayern Munich women's team, the name Vicky Schnaderbeck, the Austrian, was then playing for Arsenal. And it's in these days it was possible to talk with the players after the game, to get selfies and autographs, etc. And I was talking a lot with Vicky Schnaderbeck. And then one day she said, "I'm going to Arsenal." I said, "Oh, you're going to my English team? I'm coming to London to watch you there." And she, okay, she didn't believe, because nobody expects someone from Germany to fly to London to watch a women's game. But I did, and I could talk with her there. And I was not only talking to her. There was Lisa Evans. I could talk to her, and then from the first games at Meadow Park, I came in contact with other Arsenal supporters, and I made friends there. I've never expected this, but it changed everything. I've now so many friends in England. It's just fantastic. I know them personally. I met you. We are meeting at the media entrance after the game. We are talking. It's just fantastic. Or before the game in club level, I'm meeting friends, and I feel at home there. And the way they all accepted me as a German, but as an Arsenal supporter, it's just fantastic. And as Richie said, it's a family, a really Gunners family, and I'm glad to be a part of this family and to be accepted there. It's just great.
Wonderful. Oh, something else. While I remember, this is why I do notes. Freya Godfrey. What do we say to her?
Good luck. Hope you have a long and fruitful career.
Yeah, good luck. Not against us, but on any other games, yes, good luck.
I don't know about you guys, but I wasn't surprised.
No. I mean, it's one position we're probably well stacked in, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah, and to be fair, now I'm going to come on to London City Lionesses because she's joining Taya Goldie, which once again, and I mean, bless her, she'd had 2 ACLs virtually back to back, hadn't she? And I think a couple of other smaller injuries, I believe. But you know, they've got. I know. Well, they got rid of some Deadwood as well, and they've got the original DVD there now. London City, and Nikita Paris, another one of ours. And bless her, we'll call her a journey woman, but I actually admire her. Obviously, it didn't work out for Arsenal, and she doesn't tend to stay long, but she keeps going. Fair play to her. I rather like her as a person. Good personality. Great to see her doing some punditry. Yeah, I think she's rather good actually. But yeah, great to see her there. Um, I think this what is her name? The woman who's
Michelle Kang.
Yeah. She's very shrewd. Well, they've got up into the WSL, and I think the main goal will be just to stay there. Don't go back down.
Welcome,
stay there. Don't have to try and do anything amazing.
Yeah.
Just stay
welcome,
there.
Workaholic Gamer, and Emerson. You can always come on with us. You know that you're always welcome on any of the shows to come and chat.
Who's that? Retroholic Gamer. Hello. Do I know you? Hello. Thank you for being on. Really appreciate that. Oh, right. Here we go. I'll get to the last. My rant. My rant is coming, folks. Young Michelle. What a superstar. That girl has presence. Now, she's been loaned out twice, hasn't she? In a young career. And she gets a new number, which is good. Sorry, Arsenal women, you must do everything in your power to keep her.
Yeah, I mean, she needs to be a big part of the squad this coming season. She's proved that she's got what it takes. She's doing it on the biggest stage, so
well, yeah,
in limited game time as well.
Very much so. She's shown it takes it, which is natural. She is a natural. I mean, and no disrespect to Leslie Russo, who's absolutely amazing, and we're all so pleased she's with us. She's a complete player. But bottom line, Michelle is a proper number 9, striker, poacher, whatever you want to call her. She'll take her chances. She'll be in the right spot. And yeah, this will go back to the one we're going to be signing shortly. They ain't going to bang a goal in every time. And obviously, Michelle has done amazing, as you say, on the biggest stage with limited game time. She's done incredibly well. So that speaks volumes alone. But yeah, she's gonna get you goals.
Yeah.
She really is gonna get you goals. So yeah, please, please, please. I don't want her loaned out again. Just squeeze her in. Because bottom line, going back to the young Canadian, Olivia, yeah, you kind of got a year of transition. But at some point, with the aging squad, now everybody knows I love Stina. I really, really love Stina. But I don't know, is she 28 now, going on 29?
Yeah, and she can be a little frustrating sometimes. She misses some of the easier chances, but she.
Well, yeah,
but when you look at the Champions League final and comes up clutch, and you think if you could do that on a more regular basis, it would be so much, you wouldn't be resigned to this bit part role.
Oh, sorry. Right. Okay. Ryan show. Oh, cheers,
Yes,
mate.
thank you for the support.
Yeah, we're going to be regular. Yeah, sorry, I digress. Yeah, Stina, I think bottom line, this will be her last season, I would have thought. And I just, yeah, from the moment we signed her, there's something about her. She keeps it very humble. I think my God, she won us a Champions League, didn't she? Yeah, but I hear what you're saying, Richie. I really do, because she can't do that all the time. But yeah, anyway, sorry, I'm totally digressing here. Back to young Michelle. That is, yeah, she will go above and beyond, and we got to preserve. And funny enough, once again, WhatsApping my Dutch friend. I'd love to get on here, but I don't think it's going to happen. That's such a shame, because she's absolutely fantastic with the women's game. But we both said, what about Michelle? As soon as we heard about the signing of Olivia, we're not opposed to it, but it was like, what about Michelle? And that's no disrespect to any of the other younger players, but I just thought, no, you preserve her. Please, don't do anything silly. Squeeze her in somewhere.
Yes, I agree. But Olivia Smith and Michelle Adjumang, they are playing on different positions. So the one has no effect on the other. But I agree, after what we saw from Michelle at the Euros, you can't send her out on loan again. I mean, if she was not an Arsenal player right now, we would try to do everything to get her and to get her signed. So we must be happy that she is already an Arsenal player, and she had a good season at Brighton, not the best. A good average season, but training with players like Leslie Russo will make her better. And when you hear the latest interview with Michelle, she's very humble. She says that Leslie Russo is the perfect attacker or striker, and she can learn so much from her, from her movements and everything. That's the right mindset for a young player, to be humble, to want to learn. And I would also say, keep her in the squad, give her minutes. There will be games we need another, a different type of striker, bringing from the bench, just having an impact she has for the Lionesses. And she's, for her young age, she's very physically strong, and that's also a very good point. And no disrespect to Stina. She scored us the winning goal in the Champions League, but one goal can't have the influence that you say she's over younger players. If Stina wants to stay one more season, then we should keep her, but we should be open if an offer comes in the January transfer window. But Michelle, with her 20 years, she is the future, and don't send her away again. Otherwise, there will be other clubs throwing a lot of money on her. And then she might come to Arsenal and say, could you release me from my contract? I've got another fantastic offer. No. Integrate her in the team. She came to our academy. She's Arsenal through and through. She wants to stay on, and we need her to stay. That's my opinion.
Yes. Oh, I'm just going to throw in our Emerson here, saying, for me, I have watched many Arsenal women's matches over the years, and many players from different teams, and plenty of stories to talk about. And do you know what, Emerson? Love you, mate. You do have many stories. And I don't know, there's going to be a bit of competition here, Andreas. Who's going to be the best selfie king here? Because you do very well with players, and so does Emerson. So, bit of competition there. And
Donkey.
Sorry, a couple of others I've seen here.
Yeah, Donkey.
Yeah, sorry. Hello, Donkey. Beth Mead for Linda Casada, I should say. Squad complete.
I don't know much about Linda Casada, but if you're getting rid of Beth Mead, you probably need another right-sided for that depth, don't you? So yeah, it would be sort of filling it out. And I think 170 Gunners also made
He's made
yeah,
a couple of comments, actually.
one. We just need a midfielder to replace Marnell.
No, I don't
And
think
then-
so. Sorry. I really don't think so. Sorry,
And then,
mate.
do
Next.
you think Taylor Hines is better than McCabe?
So far, I don't think so, but let's see what the season brings. I mean, Katie McCabe had a very big influence on last season. She played, she started every game, and she was so important, so good. Yeah, she has to work on her temper. So no more red cards, not as many yellows as last season, but she was so important for us.
Yeah, it's squad depth, isn't it? And you've got to give McCabe rest. If there is a possibility you have both of them on the pitch at the same time on that left hand side, and they can dovetail between who's the one going forward and who's the one defending. So it offers a lot of versatility to Slegers. And hopefully she'll get that.
Yeah.
Right. Rosie Kafaji as well. That's an interesting one. Bought in, not hardly used. Will you reckon she'll stay, or will we move her on?
I think she will go on loan. She needs game time, and yeah, from September onwards, she won't get enough minutes at Arsenal. Send her on loan, and yeah, I think the best would be if she goes on loan in the WSL, that she can adapt to the system, to everything in the English football, and then we will see. Does it work? If you sign a young talented player, it's always a bet on the future, and sometimes you're right, sometimes it doesn't work out, like with Catherine Kuhl. But Rosa Kafaji is very talented. She's a player who does the surprising things, and therefore I think we should loan her, and then hopefully she will make her way in another team to get minutes, and then let's see in 1 year.
I think that's all we can do, but you know how you get vibe for certain players. You do it in the men's, you do it in the women's, and I don't think she's going to be one for us personally. Prove me wrong.
Yeah, I mean, I hope so, because she is very promising. So
yeah, but yeah, just saying. Oh, now the one I really want, because we're going to wrap this one up soon, because I'm sure poor little wee Mark wants to go to his bed. Now, he stays up all night, doesn't he, on that flipping banter show? My goodness me, bless him. Right, pilot scheme, alcohol at the Emirates for the women's games. I am very opposed to this, but I'd like to hear your reactions and as to why.
yeah, I mean, I have concerns. It won't be the majority, but there will be a minority that who are aggressive drunks, and a women's game is brilliant, and they're looking for a gimmick to make them stand out. I think the product talks for itself. I don't think they need a gimmick, or especially not this gimmick.
Andreas?
Yeah, my first reaction was why allow alcohol on the seats? As far as I know, it was possible to have alcohol at halftime, but you were not allowed to bring it to the stands. And why is it necessary? Can't you stay without alcohol for 45 minutes, or better for 90 minutes?
Yep, totally agree. I can feel privileged to go to some of the women's games, and I'm not overly tall person, and I do find it incredibly annoying when there's certain people who really can't keep their bums in the seats because they're getting up to go and get food during the game. And like you say, 45 minutes, give or take, allowing for extra whatever's, and they can't sit still then. And we get X amount of males as well who go to the games, and most of them are absolutely brilliant. But there are a few that keep getting up and down, predominantly for food or soft drinks, or maybe hang around a bit, obviously in the bar, and then come back. My God, start giving them alcohol. All those weak bladders. No, 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 no.
Yeah, I like Recroholic's one there, and Emerson has a good point as well. That it'll cause problems for the stewards with people trying to sneak their own drinks in because of the cost.
Yeah, that as well. And yeah, if people are drinking, then I don't know why they are drinking inside a stadium. Costs an arm and a leg. Well, actually, you're right there. Yeah, it is rather expensive next. And more importantly, 9 times out of 10, I sit at home and watch a game and don't have an alcoholic drink. Might save myself for something special, which I'll do this Sunday, because plus I haven't got work for a few days. Whoop, whoop. So, plus I can do it in my own home. Plus it'll be cheaper next. But yeah, I'm sorry. I'm quite old-fashioned like that. And yeah, you've summed it up perfectly. Why try the women's game? That is what the market, the brand. Come to the women's game. It's a different environment. Try out, especially for people who've not seen a women's game before. If you happen to support Arsenal and you haven't seen the women's game, and there's X amount of women that still haven't, don't watch the women play, just come along, try it out. The tickets they are relatively cheap, compared to men's. It's ridiculously cheap, and long may that continue. But come along, it's a brilliant atmosphere, fantastic, safe atmosphere to take your children. Fantastic.
Yeah, I definitely agree with that.
And yeah, we really don't want alcohol in that sense influencing. I mean, all right, I'm a right hypocrite here, because that would go back to profanities as well. And I'm normally very calm in games, and I really don't get overexcited, but I can't remember which game it was. And of course, I kind of F-bombed and said the F word, and I looked over, and there's this little kid and his nice little dad, and of course I work with children, and I was like, sorry. And that was about the one time I got excited. But yeah, no, seriously, on the whole, it's a really great atmosphere. Yeah, and I just think it'll spoil it. And like I said, I do like a drink next, but yeah, in the right place. Well, I mean, also, let's face it, the pubs around there. And Andreas, I know you like to go in the Tollington, but well, first of all, that's quite expensive, actually. Mind you, a lot of London pubs are, and also it gets so crowded in there, you can't move.
Yeah, I like the Tollington.
It's a lovely place, but I feel claustrophobic in there.
Yeah, it's overcrowded after the games. Yeah. But I agree. Take your pint at the pub afterwards.
Yeah,
seriously.
seriously.
You don't need alcohol in the stadium. I don't need it, and for me, it's not necessary, but it's decided, and let's hope the best, and let's hope that we don't get the worst part from the men's game into the women's game with drunk guys who come to the games to drink and offend others. We don't need it in the women's game.
No, absolutely. And sorry, I don't drink indoors. I go out to Wetherspoons every other Monday. Yeah, Wetherspoons, good value for Monday. I like Wetherspoons. And every other Thursday. But I don't agree with going to football and making it like the NFL, to be honest, up and down. Yeah, no, I get that totally. And Donkey, the problem is some people can't control themselves. Yeah, back to you, Richard. themselves with the players, they're going to get abuse. Yeah, we're drunken idiots. And that is definitely the case. We're already seeing this abhorrent abuse, which, well, it's just, I mean, obviously, be it racial, general derogatory, horrible comments on women. It's absolutely abhorrent. It's just hate. I just put it all in the bracket of hate. And, you know, just one thing I would like to bring in, where, and I know there's X amount of people, and it is predominantly men who don't, they seem to have a good jibe at it, but we have a lot of gay female players. And I feel that's wonderful for them to feel so comfortable within the WSL. But of course, in the men's game, you just don't hear of it because there's fear to come out. And I'm sorry, I find that incredibly sad.
It's just another stick to beat somebody with, isn't it? That's unfortunate, unfortunate. It shouldn't be that way.
Yeah, and I mean, I just want to throw that in there because that's something that, and I think there's I say foreign player because I really can't remember where he's from. And I think he may be coming over here to play some league. Maybe in New Zealand. I don't know. I can't remember. But yeah, he and still as a player has actually come out now as a male player, which I think is amazing.
It's brave, especially the amount of abuse players get. And at the end of the day, they're there to entertain us, where we and make us forget our own troubles.
Yeah,
and they're human.
Totally agree with
they're
that.
just human. They'll have good days, they'll have bad days.
Absolutely. Yes, spot on. Right, on a final note, sorry, Mark's got to be done. Anyway, because Richie, will you be watching the Euro final on Sunday?
What time is it?
Is it 5 o'clock kickoff?
The stepson's girlfriend's 21st. We're going out with her family to the pub. So if the pub's got a TV, I will be watching it. If not,
right, okay.
If not, I won't be. I'm hoping they got a TV.
No, you can always keep a look.
I suppose I could put it on the iPhone and watch it on the iPhone in the pub and be rude.
Oh yeah, that's it. BBC, ITV, there you go. Plug that one. BBC go. Oh, that's lovely to see Righty back on the ITV.
Nice.
Where he should be. Where he should be, and I'll say no more about that. And Andreas, well, you're going to be there, aren't you?
I will be in Basel, of course, and I will watch the game live. And if the weather is not too bad, I will be part of the fan walk before the game. It was fantastic to do this, and it will be a great atmosphere. And it's a Euros final. I'm really looking forward to it. Of course, I hope that the Lionesses will win, but we faced the best team in Europe, to be honest. The best team so far in the tournament.
Yeah,
Arsenal
at the moment.
Well, because more importantly, I'll give you my tactical advice. That means sweet FA, and I said it in our little family chat thing that basically, just treat them like Barcelona. They all need to play like Arsenal women. Serena, my darling, just have a little chat with Renee. Oh, she'd love me for that, and I love Serena. I love Serena. I would never ever diss Serena, but maybe just like Renee had a chat with Serena, and I won't hold it against Renee that she spoke to you.
Yeah, no,
I don't blame her for that. The woman is good. You know,
she hasn't quite got the squad balance right this time round, has she? It's not been quite right, and she's had to rely on subs to get her out of trouble.
Yeah, but you never know, and we hope they do. And most importantly, they've got to a final again, so can't knock them for that. And they've given us some. Well, I'm going to call it entertaining football.
Yeah, it has been sometimes. It's good.
Well, I've got to say, the last game, I didn't give up on them. I sat there and I watched it, and I thought. And then as soon as I saw our two girls come on, I thought, you can do this, girls. I thought, you can do this. And they did. we're going to keep the faith. Hopefully,
made in
bring it back
Arsenal.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, yeah.
Even if they lose the final, it's fantastic to be the third time in a row in a final. Euros, World Cup, Euros again. That's a brilliant achievement.
Yep.
And there were 16 teams starting this Euros, and now only 2 are left, and the Lionesses are one of them. So it's a fantastic achievement. It's a final. Let's do your best, and if you win, fantastic. We will all celebrate afterwards. And if you don't win, then let's congratulate Spain. And
they are a fantastic team.
Nevertheless, be proud to be runners-up if we don't win. It's a great achievement, and I'm really looking forward to the final. Let's do our best, and let's see.
Yep. Let's hope so. Do we think Friedman's a Chelsea fan? No, she's not. No, she's not. Next. Sorry. No, don't start me off. Anyway, guys, we're going to wrap this up now.
I've got to go and do some housework and spend some time with family.
No, thank you so much. Thank you. I truly appreciate this. It's been good fun.
Brilliant.
And we'll give everybody a rest now. And obviously in the men's, there's going to be that big announcement coming soon. And I really got to watch that welcome thing. Well, it's going to be in Singapore, isn't it, to start with? So we want glitz, whatever.
We want something special for that one.
Yeah, really. And you know what? I took Des's advice. I did some research. I warmed to him. I think he's going to do all right. And but we want the whole back package here. End of. We don't care that Izzet wants to piss off to Liverpool, whatever. He's too much money. Don't want him. And the other one, what's his name? Sesko. He looked like a right sourpuss. Yeah, no, I won't get him. So we'll go with the yup. Yeah, all good. And who knows? The men might actually do something really spectacular, which would be lovely.
Yeah.
They need to get some glory back. But anyway, once again, thank you so much to everybody who came in the chat. Truly, truly appreciate that. Please keep following us. We will be back. Probably do something just before the season starts. And Andreas is highly sought after, so we have to squeeze him in. But thank you, guys. Thank you so much.
Thank you.